There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Green Bay Packers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Packers defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Herbert. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Jones. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Herbert. Here's Johnson with a reception. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. A beautiful fake. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Eckler is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. from the left hash. He'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Love to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Love, he's going to change the play here. Dillon is in. Touchdown, Packers. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Herbert now. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert throwing again. And his throw here is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Here we go, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And cycle.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. 52 blasted. Steel blast. Hunt, hunt.
Final play of the half. Love. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Check right. 22 needle. Ready.
And here's Jones again on second down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go. Black swap. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here we go.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
40 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Drill green. Green Jack.
Here's Love. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Love now on 2nd down. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. Love. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 24. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Down.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And out across midfield down to the 45. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Right side to Watson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing. Love. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, 40 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2.
Blue striker. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, L.A. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
On the double.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. Second down, Love. Now loose football. The ball comes out. They find some open field here. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Extra point try now from Dicker. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Okay, right.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
They'll run off tackle with Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Check pitch. Field, black. Red, yellow.
On play action. Love to throw. He'll buy some time right. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Chargers, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Detroit.